Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, fellow citizens. Once again, welcome to Gainako Live. This is your presenter, Demba Balde, coming to you once again, as we promise, on a weekly basis. We come to you here on a weekly basis to discuss about current issues affecting the Gambia, obviously. We had promised that we would resume our programs on a regular basis, and unfortunately, we couldn't come here last week due to some engagements. I'm going to have Mamadou Krubali join me later on today. We just have about an hour or so. We don't want to make this program too long because we know that all of you have a lot of engagements and a lot of things to do in your life. So sitting down and watching a program for 1 hour, 2 hours, that takes a lot of your time. So again, I mean, what we're doing is really engaging again our fellow citizens into discussing about the issues and sharing our concerns and our appreciations or whatnot with us as with fellow citizens. So give me thumbs up if you are hearing me on the audio. If you're not, let me know as well. I'm happy to to adjust my my settings here. So but bear with me. I mean, technology, I mean, we're kind of new in this, obviously, but bear with me. So some of the things I wanted to discuss today, obviously, it's the Janneh Commission. You all have about the release of the Janneh Commission, a commission that cost about $50 million to run. Finally, they submitted their report, a while back, and finally the government came up with something called a white paper, basically expressing their position and what the government is going to take, what the government is going to do on the Janneh Commission. Reading the Janneh Commission, we have a link on one of the sections on Gainako. So if you go to gainako.com, you would find a link there because it's very difficult to download 1,600 pages, 1,600 pages of report. It's difficult. And bear with us, we're storming over, slowly going over the report and trying to dissect it and trying to see what it entails, right? So I mean, it's going to take time for media personnel or for Gambians to go through the report, but at least we have the government white paper, which is a few pages. We can read that, and we can understand what the government position is. So I wanna discuss about that. Obviously, I want to discuss about the people who are found culpable, and really, it's numbing. It is just numbing to read the Janneh Commission and to see all the numbers that the kind of wastage of resources that was going on in the Gambia. It's just incredible. It's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. When I looked at it, I just couldn't believe it. But before I go there, I posted a few things, yesterday. One posting yesterday, and I talked about how we as Gambians, our standard is lowered to 11. It is so low right now. Our standard is so low right now that anything That is better, slightly better than killing our people, subjecting our people to harassments, tortures, rapes, and all that kind of stuff is acceptable. Anything, it's acceptable. And I ask the question, what a mediocre society are we building, or do we live in now, or are we accepting as a society? We're better than that. We're better than what we're seeing as Gambians. Absolutely better than that. Listen, what I don't understand, why do we have to separate our own standards in our families, in our own lives, in our own professions, to what we do for government or what we expect from government officials and from government itself? Why? I mean, we all have higher standards, higher expectations for ourselves, our families, and our siblings or whatever. We have higher expectations. Our businesses, we run our businesses in our, in very, very different ways. We have higher achievements. It is not unusual to see Gambians sitting on social media or anywhere parading themselves or parading the success of their family members or the success of their businesses or their institution or whatnot. Now, I don't understand why we cannot translate that or we cannot connect that to government, which we all share. I don't understand it. Why is it that the standard in my home, the standard in my business, the standard in my daily profession, in my work, is different from the same standard that we apply to government when we're appointed to serve in government? Why? Why is it our expectation for ourselves and our expectation for our government officials and our expectations for what our government can do for us is different? I don't get it. Really. I mean, who do we think government is? What do we think government is, and who is representing of us government? I don't understand that. And the reason why I mentioned that is that, I mean, Gambians, I mean, it's just incredible. When you look across the globe and you see how Gambians function, I mentioned this several times. You see what our people do and how they function well and what are some of the achievements they have. You look at those and you come back and look at, the kind of mediocrity that we have in our government. I'm so